bum, 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 bum. Hey, kia ora, Helen, Brahms, coming live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling Tune-Up Tuesday. It's that day of the week where we make those little tweaks and changes. I have been working very hard today on making sure that everything was done in gratitude. But yeah, it's been an awesome, awesome day. How was your Tune-Up Tuesday? What fun things did you get up to today on the first day of the month? We're super excited. I have a morning call that I do every morning, and on Friday it is going to be our 500th wake up call in the morning. So 500 of these training calls that happen Monday through Friday. Um, we're celebrating 500 on Friday morning. It is going to be amazing. I might even get dressed up for the occasion. But it's going to be amazing to think that we've done 500 calls, and it's only 3 sleeps away, and I'm super excited. I don't even know what's going to happen, but I know it's going to be an incredible time. They have stuff planned. I have no idea what any of it is. So yes, I'm looking forward to that. But today has been a full-on day. For breakfast this morning, I got up and had some pork, boneless center cut pork chops, so no bones. They're just these pieces that are about 4 ounces per piece, and I had to cook it in 2 batches on my indoor grill, and I ended up having 2 for breakfast, 1 for lunch, and I've got 2 left for dinner tonight. So that's kind of nice. So good protein day today. And Zeffy was sort of like, I'm in, where's mine? And at one point I was waiting for the second batch to cook, and I had the first batch standing, but I'd taken a piece off it and was chomping on it. And I came and I sat down at the table. She jumps up here next to me, and she did something she has never, ever done before. She plants her 2 front feet on the table here in front of me and puts her nose right up against my face, sniffing my face, looking for that piece of meat, looking for her little tidbit. And I'm just like, look at her, and I just go, what are you? And she just looks at me and goes back to sniffing again. And then she's like looking all around the table here, trying to figure out where's her tidbits of this meat. It smelled so it actually smelled really, really good, and it tasted good too. And then she looks at me and goes, and jumps down and goes and stands over by the counter there, because the smell was strong over there because it was still cooking. Yeah, that was so. I looked at her and went, you don't normally get up here like this, but because she normally just comes and sits very quietly next to me, looks straight ahead, glances down at the dish when I'm not looking, and then will look straight ahead when I look at her. But today she actually put her front feet on the table and got right in my face looking for a piece of pork. Crazy dog, I tell you. But she is such a delight and such a joy. And about to get ready to take her for a walk, but I thought I'd get on before this because I'm starting to feel a little tired, and I figured if I get back from the walk, I probably won't feel like getting online. So let's get it done first, and then I can come back, put my PJs on, have dinner, and get an early night. That's the plan. Oh, hang on, we've got to go do recycling tonight too. So we'll come back from our walk, do the recycling, and then when we get back from that, then we get to put the PJs on and have an early night if we want. But yeah, and I got my new Amazon Fire Stick yesterday. It was so good. Oh my gosh, the difference between the Fire Stick I previously had and the new one that I got, which is a Generation 3, and it also has 4K on it. My TV's not 4K capable, but got it all set up within about 5 minutes. It took about 15 minutes because it kept doing downloads, updates. Did like 2 or 3 updates. So I had to wait for all of those to be down, and then it was very quick and very easy to register it because they tell you what site to go to. You go to that site, and you type in the code that's on the screen, and everything's connected. And they downloaded all of my stuff from my old Fire Stick. Do you want to keep it on? I'm like, heck yeah. I have purchases on there. I have my watch list on there. But when it came to watching like Suits, I've had the biggest issue watching Suits on there because it would do this jumping thing of pausing and jumping, and then you'd have two people having a conversation. Her mouth would be moving and his voice would be coming out, and then vice versa. And I was like, yeah, no, it's not supposed to work that way. Or the person would be standing there completely mouth still, and you can hear the other person talking, and but there's no sound coming out of their voice. So it was just weird, the sync thing. But last night, no problem at all. It didn't take long for it to load, for the episodes to load. Sometimes it takes a while in the old one. So far, super excited. And the remote also controls my TV. So I don't have to flip backwards and forwards between two remotes unless I'm doing the DVD, because the TV remote, I've got to change the input on, and then of course I have to have the remote for the Blu-ray. But as far as watching anything on Prime goes, I just need the one remote, turn the TV on, go to home, we're good. So absolutely love my new Fire Stick. So yes, it was a very enjoyable, but I will tell you this, the sound is a lot louder on the new Fire Stick than the old one. The old one, I would have the sound at around 15, 16, 17, somewhere around there, just for a regular TV, watching a TV series. In fact, I had it there most of the time. The only time the volume would get turned up is if I had a DVD in or a Blu-ray, then I'd have to turn the volume up. This one here, I had it on 15, and I'm like, man, that's loud. And so I've got it down to like 9. I thought, wow, this is pretty cool. So curious to see how the movies play rather than the TV series, but we'll see. So very impressed with that last night. Got all the recycling ready to go. I just got to get it in the car to drive it over, because there's no way I can carry all of that. And I've got big boxes that have been folded in half and all that sort of stuff. So see if we'll enjoy the car ride. And then maybe since we're in the car, we'll just go drop it off, and then we'll just go for a night drive around the neighborhood and then come back again. We do crazy things like that. We just do crazy stuff. And yes, so today, very productive day. I got a lot of things off my to-do list for the first of the month. So very happy with that. That means I get to watch a movie tonight, because I got everything off my to-do list. So our drive tonight can't be too long, because I don't want to start a movie too late, because then I'll be falling asleep. But yeah, so it's been a very good afternoon. The chat was kind of quiet, but it was stuff that required more than just a quick answer. So it was that in-depth answering thing again. But it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoy when I get to sink my teeth in and say, just go here, do this, blah, done. Give them a quick answer and it's done. But I like the ones where you actually typing out instructions and that sort of stuff to help people figure out where they've got to go. So I enjoy the ones I get to sink my teeth into. But a very good afternoon on the chat. It wasn't slow, but it was a little steady. It was a little on the quiet side, but not slow, if that makes sense. And so we're ready to rock and roll and go for our walk now. So go have a super fantastic sparkling evening. If you're watching this morning's one, there's a great genealogy tip in there for you, so go check that out. Scrolling across the bottom of the screen here is the Networking Riches. That's going to be live in Colorado Springs on the last weekend of this month, which is the 26th and 27th. It is a hybrid, in person as well as online, so you don't have to be in Colorado Springs to join in. You can be anywhere to join in. But if you happen to be in that area and you'd like to go to a live event and actually meet people in person, then you'll be able to do that, which I think is awesome. I will not be going up there, because it means I got to take sparkles up there, and sparkles don't do well in cold temperatures and things. So I will be staying here, and yes, heat getting overly warm. It was 80 something degrees today. This week is crazy. Like last week we were in the 70s, we dropped down to the 60s, all of a sudden we're in the 80s, and then I think it's like Thursday or Friday we dropped down into the 60s, from the 80s to the 60s, and then we're in the low 60s, and then we start the slow climb back, and then next week is meant to be mid 70s. So I'm sort of like, this is kind of like somebody, what was it, I saw this meme somebody put on there that the weather in their area has been like was it a Powerball drawing or something? It just had all these different high numbers in there. The temperatures as it does its yo-yo thing. So crazy weather. But anyway, have a super fantastic sparkling evening. We're off to go for a walk now. We're getting there. the evil eye from the puppy. So I better go take her for a walk. And we'll catch you guys back here bright and early tomorrow morning for Morning Wednesday. Hey, gonera.